Hey folks, Levi here once again. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Hope y'all enjoyed my snack videos. Hope you keep seeing me. Hope my webcam is working. Sorry. Yeah, I don't like doing that dinner video. I'm sorry. Anyway guys, welcome back to another video. And today, I thought I'd review 3 Adam Sandler movies. Just 3 today. And I'm going to start today with talking about... And remember, I watched this movie. I'll be watching another movie. And I watched this film today, and oh gosh. And that is a film called. It came out in 1989, and this is Adam Sandler's film debut. This is the first movie Adam Sandler did. The first movie Adam Sandler did, and this film was just awful. And I'm talking about Going Overboard. What did I think of it? This is going to be a rant. I thought this movie was a piece of shit. This movie sucks. This movie's awful. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. It is just plain bad. It's just terrible. It's not even so good as bad. It's terrible. In my opinion, I'm going to say this right now, right off the bat. I know we're starting off with this video. I'm going to say this is Adam Sandler's worst movie. This is the worst Adam Sandler film, in my opinion. I've heard someone say it, and now I agree with them 100%. 125%. I agree with that person. That this is Adam Sandler. In my opinion, this is his worst film ever made. Yes. Second would be definitely That's My Boy. But at least in That's My Boy, you have... Susan Sandra's daughter, Susan Sandra herself in the movie, her daughter, they're hot, and they're worth looking at, but that movie sucks too. But this film is just even worse than That's My Boy. That's My Boy is just, they're both equally they're both awful movies, but this just comes in as number 1 in my opinion. And Jack and Jill is a masterpiece compared to this. Pixels is a masterpiece. Click is a masterpiece compared to this. Yes. Adam Sandler has 2 underrated films in my opinion. Most underrated ones, 2 of them are Airheads and Bulletproof. They're better than this. Adam Sandler, why was this movie made? The film does also co-star Burt Young. You remember him from the Rocky movies as Paulie, and he was in Back to School. Alan Covert, who was Adam Sandler's friend. Billy Zane, Terry Moore, Milton Breen, and Billy Bob Thornton in a small role. And I can't even fucking speak! This movie I'm sorry, literally, this movie was torture to sit through. My brain was going, I was brain dead the whole time during this movie. So, yeah. Alan Covert just plays a bartender. Billy Zane plays a King Neptune. Billy Zane, you're a good actor. I like The Phantom. That's a good movie. Titanic, I think he's overrated, but that's just my opinion. But Titanic, he was good. Billy Zane is just embarrassing himself. Billy Bob Thornton has a small role, and I'm like, dude, you think Mr. Woodcock was your worst movie? No, this is the worst movie you were ever in. And the film is directed by Valerie Freeman, I guess a lady. Maybe she doesn't direct anymore. She did a shitty job directing this. Produced by Mark Daniel Jones, Adam Rifkin. It's written by the director herself, Scott Lewis, Adam Rifkin, and Adam Sandler. This film was written by 4 people, and they couldn't do comedy right. And the music is by Stephen Scooby Scott Smalley. That's a stupid name. Cinematography by Ron Jacobs. Edited by Ronnie Ellis. It was released May 11, 1999. Oh my gosh! The next day would be my birthday. 97 minutes long. Honestly, it fills every aching of it. The budget to make the film was $200,000. I think it was 200. I don't think it was 200,000 million, $200,000. Yeah, it seems like a very cheap movie. If this movie was given a wider release by Factory Entertainment, I guess this film was a theater. I feel sorry for the people that had to sit through this film. Okay, but let's get into it. The plot, real quick, is that the film was about a struggling comedian named Shecky Mustu. Stupid name, I don't care. Takes a mental job on a cruise ship where he hopes for his big chance to make it into the world of cruise ship comedy. Now let's get right into going overboard, shall we? If I forget stuff, sue me. I'm just going to ramble on from here on out. But right away I'll say, what makes this film so terrible is it feels like a TV movie. It feels like a TV special with SNL skits, terrible ones. First of all, you have an opening of Burt Young, from Waggy Polly, who is playing a general or whatever, and he's looking at these tapes, and he sees this tape of going overboard with Adam Sandler, so he puts the movie in. Adam Sandler, does this Shaggy, he talks to the camera, he talks to you, the audience, the person watching the movie, and say, "Hi, I'm Shaggy, and I want to be a comedian, but I'm going to go be a waiter," and he goes in this boat, and he walks up there on the boat like an idiot doing this at the time, and giving people drinks, serving people drinks, and he talks to the camera and says, "See, I give drinks out and I do this, but I'm hoping to be a comedian," as he's talking to the camera the whole time. Get used to it. If you watch this movie, it's the whole movie of him talking to the camera. And this lady's like, "Asshole, give me another beer," and so he does, and gives another drink. And of course, I forgot to mention, there's also beauty pageants. Every time Shaggy Adam Sandler mentions something like important about death, being rich, or whatever, the beauty pageant skit just shows up, and they're talking about, "Oh, this would be great, this would be great," and they have like a guy dressed up as a girl, so gay joke in there, you have a stupid gay joke in there. Also, you have a poop joke of a bird that is flying. The bird, and this bird shits in the lady's drink, and Adam Sandler just go give her a drink. She drinks it, drinks the bird shit. I'm not kidding you. And he's listening to this comedian. This guy is a real asshole. I hated this guy. He's a douchebag in the movie. Adam Sandler, you have these weird editing. The editing is weird in this film. It's like, the guy's talking like this, and Adam Sandler's like, but you see the camera close up to his eyes, and I'm like, then you have his friend talking to him, and his friend's annoying because he has that that laugh. God, this is just torture stupid. Throughout the movie, you also have I'm talking to this rock star who says, "Oh yeah, I used to be a waiter," and he makes this joke that he says, "I used to be a waiter, I touch people's food, so I go in the bathroom, I take number 2, and then I would never wash my hands." And that was a disgusting joke. I didn't like that. And you got this whole movie with him and his girlfriend just licking each other, and they're just licking each other. I'm being serious. And there's a scene where Adam Sandler, is dreaming about the comedian douchebag, that's what I'm going to call him, about him bugging him, and he's like got an apple in his mouth, torture's like, he's like, and in this nightmare, he's making jokes about him. And this character, this comedian, he is a douchebag. All he does is use the middle finger 100 times and drop a bunch of F-bombs, and he's a douchebag. Eventually, one day he gets locked in the bathroom, his hat falls in the water, and of course his Australian girlfriend, who I thought is a bitch in this movie, she thinks that he's dead. And so Adam Sandler figures, "Hey, I could be a comedian." He tries to be a comedian. He tries to make a joke to Billy Bob Thornton, and Billy Bob Thornton's annoyed by this. Like, of course it'd be funnier than you, But Burt Young, he's still watching this. Burt Young is running a little bit funny, and when he's watching the Australian chick make it says that he stinks, he smells like pizza. They keep doing these running jokes in the movie, like Adam Sandler almost started with the comedian douchebag. And the guy's like, "I don't care," and they keep on doing the jokes, same over and over again. The scene just drags on and on. This movie, the pacing is slow, it drags, each scene feels like it drags, it just goes on, and it's torture to sit there. You're just sitting there like, I was just sitting there like, "Oh, can you please just finish the movie?" Adam Sandler, is kind of like, "Look, I don't give a shit about you, I don't give a shit," and then he punches Adam Sandler in the face because flying with the Australian girlfriend. I don't care that I'm going everywhere. This movie is literally all over the place. You have stupid skits. So we have to mention Adam Sandler having a dream about hooking up with women, then being over him, then his friend dressed up as a woman, which is terrifying. I thought it was terrifying, and the dream saying, "Wake up! Wake up!" You know. And the acting in this film is terrible. Not just by Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler himself does not care. You know, in this film. Get to it, you have running jokes with these two terrorists that, what we said about the Australian bitch making a joke about Burt Young, saying that he smells like dead pizza or something like that. They're making a joke about it. You want us to go into camera, get the radiation, want to go into the camera, get the camera, just shut up! God! This movie just gave me a headache. This was so, folks. I sat for 1 hour and 37 minutes in this watching this movie. Yes, I sat down and watched it. If you're saying why'd you watch it, hey, I want to review some Adam Sandler movies. Yeah, so it's fun to get a rant out on this film. Oh, God. And just some like saying some of the awkward scenes of the shots of the editing is so terrible, especially the apple scene and the dream sequence. And then they do a version of Rocky where, you know, they're saying jokes was like, and they show the joke, and there's like cartoonish noises every time they do like cartoon noises, like from like if it was Looney Tunes or something you're watching. And it just doesn't work, and it's just like terrible to sit through. And like I said, the comedian douchebag is trapped in the bathroom. Everybody thinks he's dead. You have the rock star, and you know his, you know. But like I said, when Adam Sandler tries to do these jokes, it doesn't work. And I didn't spoon him, and the rock star goes up there and sings a shitty song, which I didn't care about. Adam Sandler sitting there, you know, just being ignored by it. And also, you have the rock star and his friend or whatever, his manager, going near the bathroom where the comedian's at, and he's like, "Hey, let me out! Hey, let me out!" And of course, this guy's acting is probably not the worst, because the rest is like, "No, I can't hear ghosts! No, I can't hear ghosts! No, I can't hear ghosts! 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 I can't hear ghosts!" You know, I'm not shitting you. The guys like that, you know, bad acting. You might laugh, but this movie is not funny. It's just terrible. And of course, the comedians come over. I mean, the terrorists, after they're fighting with a fish, try to kidnap the girl. They decide at some point they want to be comedians. Adam Sandler talks to another famous comedian in this movie, which, you know, his ability is King Neptune trying to say, use humor, use comedy, you know. And who plays as himself again? What's in this movie? I don't remember. Milton Berle, which I heard that he's a classic comedian. It is embarrassing that he's in this movie. I feel sorry for him. I don't know how Stanley they got him to do this movie. Bless his heart, you know, for having to do this movie and waste his time and money. He's trying to say, you know, Adam Sandler, there's a comedy in here. Yeah, he should give Adam Sandler advice in real life. Tell him, Adam, if you want to be funny, don't do movies like this with a shitty script. But the film ends with him making out with King Neptune's daughter, and I don't care. You know. Seriously, this film is just torture to sit through. Each scene is just not funny. It's just boring to sit through. Adam Sandler saying he's trying to be a comedian. He's not funny at all. The jokes suck in this film. They suck. Nothing's funny in this movie. The film starts off decently, but you have some shitty animation with Adam Sandler and a production, you know, and opening credits. And the music, the score sucks. Nothing is good about this film. This film is one of the worst movies I've seen. And that's it. You just had Adam Sandler, you know, making a teenage daughter. It takes him like about maybe at least 10 seconds trying to make out with her, just trying to, you know, this movie keeps on going on and on with a joke, scene and scene. It just keeps on going and going and going, and the pacing is so slow that it drags. Each scene drags, and you feel it. This doesn't feel like 97 minutes. It felt like 2 hours for me. For me, it did. It just kept on going and going. I felt like this movie was never going to end. And when it did, I was happy. But I don't have nothing to say good about this movie. This movie is horrible. I think it's a piece of shit. I think it's a terrible movie. The movie pissed me off. That's why I'm cussing, because the movie pissed me off. Okay, the directing and writing is horrible. Poor writers. Adam Sandler, you did a terrible job writing this movie. The directing sucks. The music score sucks. The music, the songs in this movie just don't fit the film. Cinematography, the editing is horrible. The editing is very awkward, and okay, I'll let they get some nice shows with the boat, but the comedian douchebag, he gets thrown out at the end of the movie. His friend ends up with an Australian girl, which I don't care about that. It's 97 minutes long. It does not feel like 97 minutes. It feels like 2 hours to me. It drags. It's very slow paced. I hated this movie. Throw any Adam Sandler worst movie at me down there. You want to talk about how bad Jack and Jill is? No, Jack and Jill is a masterpiece compared to this. Yes, I said it. Jack and Jill, Little Nicky, they're guilty pleasures of mine, but guess what? Those films are bad, but I can laugh at them for how bad they are. And they didn't bore me. At least those films. Well, Jack and Jill are Jack and Jill was terrible, but this film makes that movie look great. Well, like I said, Adam Sandler, when he started his career, he was also in The Cosby Show as Theo. He also did comedy. He was also in comedy clubs as well. So he did some comedies. He was on The Cosby Show at this time. I think he did a TV show called He was on a show called Remote Control or something like that. But his career was getting started, and of course, thanks to even though Going Overboard was a terrible film, I'm glad that he was discovered by Dennis Miller, who caught Sandler at Los Angeles, and of course got him to Rowan Michaels. And Adam Sandler, he got better in SNL. He got so much better. I think he learned a lesson from doing this movie. I mean, he did this movie right away, and he shouldn't have done that. I'm glad he ended up on SNL in the early 90s. Yeah, you got to do Airheads, which I like Airheads. I think that's a fun movie. Bulletproof is fun. Billy Madison, those films are much better, trust me. The only thing that comes second worst to me, I don't say that's what was the worst Adam Sandler movie. No, I'm going to go with this movie now, but it's better to talk about Sandler's career. But Sandler, nowadays he's just direct-to-video, in my opinion, with Netflix, and I saw the trailer for Halloween, and I was not impressed. I'm going to be honest, I was not impressed by it. But this film I thought sucks. What can I say about it? I mean, the acting is bad. There's awkward shots in there, they do these jokes, the same jokes in the movie, or at least, the comedian douchebag farts half the time, and you have just overacting by everybody, and some awkward shots in there of Adam Sandler being tortured with an apple in his mouth. It's just really, it's torture to sit through. This whole movie is torture to sit through. And at the end, Burt Young, gets a gun and shoots the TV screen. And I don't blame him. I just want to, my brother has a shotgun there. I want to get a shot while I can't shoot my parents' TV, but this movie, if I had it on DVD, I would love to shoot it with a gun. I would love to burn it. This movie should not be selling on DVD. It should be burned and never seen again. Like Al Pacino said in Jack and Jill, after watching his Temptachino, when I see this movie going overboard, I would think to myself, tell somebody, burn this. Burn this. This is this to me is still the worst. This is the worst Adam Sandler film. I'm going to keep saying the worst Adam Sandler movie, the worst film he has ever done in his career is Going Overboard. There have been some terrible Adam Sandler movies out there, that I've ranted on, but this film takes the cake. This film takes the cake all the way, baby. I'm not even kidding. It does. So please, if you want to throw in the comments down below, well, this film was worse, this film was worse, this was Adam Sandler's movie, this was, I'm like, no, watch Going Overboard. Trust me. I wouldn't recommend watching it because it would be torture, but if you think Jack and Jill was terrible, or Click, yeah, you're gonna like think this film was much better. You think you were like, yeah, I mean not this film, no, this one, no. I mean, you think those films are much better? Yes, I think. Yes, this film makes Jack and Jill look like a masterpiece. I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't care. It's my video, my opinion. And hey, if anybody out there likes this movie, okay, I don't have an issue with that. I'm not gonna make fun of you. I'm not gonna call you stupid. More power to you. To each his own. I mean, I don't understand. I respect your opinion, but I don't understand why somebody would like this movie. Why would somebody would love this movie? What's to like about it? I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. What's to love about this film? The writing, the directing is terrible. Adam Sandler does a terrible job. The acting sucks. Like I said, the editing, the cinematography is terrible. You know, the way how they do the editing for this movie is terrible. You know, each scene is just awful to sit through. You have bad acting from everyone in this film. Yeah, this is not like not only the worst Adam Sandler movie ever made, but the worst film that he's ever, but one of the worst movies ever made, in my opinion. It needs to be on that list of one of the worst films ever made. I put it on that list. But it was good to get some sweet revenge here, so. Anyway. I'm done here. Going Overboard, 1989. I'm going to give it a thumbs down. And my rating for this film, let me give it my new rating. 0 out of 5 stars. 0 out of 5 stars. I hate this movie. Adam Sandler's worst movie ever made, in my opinion, and one of the worst films ever made. Don't see this movie. Skip it. You know, if you saw it, then I feel sorry for you. If you saw it theater back in 1999, if you were alive then, I'm sorry for you. I feel so sorry that anybody who had to sit in theater watch this film and be tortured for 1 hour and 37 minutes. You know, yeah, that's what this film is, torture. It's not funny. You know. But anyway, for Adam Sandler's next film, I'm going to do more reviews today. Next, I'm going to review, I guess you said, film where Adam Sandler plays a clown, and that film came out in 1991, directed by Bobcat Goldthwait, and that is a film I'm going to review next called Shakes the Clown. Yes. This will be the next review for today, so stay tuned for that. And Going Overboard, screw you, screw this movie, I hate this film, never watch it again, I will never watch it again. Adam Sandler's movie, in my opinion, there, I'm done. I don't talk about this movie anymore. If I forgot this, yeah, this movie's just forgettable. See, I've already forgotten about it. I don't remember nothing about it. I seriously don't. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoyed the rant, let me know. Let me know what you thought of this movie, if you've seen it. And if you want to, hey, what is the worst Adam Sandler movie to you? In your opinion. But I'm going to say this is his worst movie. To you, what's his worst movie? I just want to see people, I just want to see it. I just want to see some people throw his worst movies out there on me. Just throw it out in the comments what his worst movie. I can't see what's impossible worse than this. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.